Hi, everyone. This morning when I woke up, I heard um, the angels say, "Today is different, and we can't wait to tell you." And so I got up and I got dressed and had my coffee, and then I always come out into my office and I do my quiet time, and then I empty myself and ask for guidance and any kind of messages that are for me to deliver. And it was really neat. So today, when I sat down, right away they said, "Today is a new day. December 9th is a turning point." And before I start in on the message, I just want to let you know who I am. My name is Kristen Husted, and my practice is Well Balanced. And I run an integrative, intuitive, holistic practice where I have for several years been tapping into this divine energy to help my clients heal, but also using some of the gifts that I've been given to help read distantly people's energy, people's illness, disease, and helping them to connect to their healing that way. And so it's really exciting for me because these gifts that I have been using for a while are so wonderful. And and I feel so excited that not only will I get more gifts to use to help people to heal, but also everyone else is getting them. Those who are aligned to this right now, everyone will eventually get these gifts, but those who are aligned to it right now will get them and help others to see that it's possible. And so it's been a neat journey for me because as I was awakening to these abilities, at first they surprised me, they confused me. I didn't understand when people were getting healings, what was happening, but I just kept walking through and just saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And just leaving myself behind every single time, my small self, the Kristen who was trying to figure it all out. And now I'm walking in this knowing that we all are going to have these gifts. And it's so exciting because when I woke up today, I heard today is different. We all are in this together. And it's so exciting to just be at this final phase of leaving the Kali Yuga stage, which is the materialism stage, which is the forgetting who we are as a spirit stage, and be more into material and selfish gains. And we're entering, they say today, we are entering the age of Aquarius. So they said, mark it on your calendar. December 9th is the year of 2025 and the day where we made that switch. I'm not sure what other people who are intuiting these messages are getting, but today that's the message I got. I got the month of December is going to be a very transformative month for everyone. Will be receiving more upgrades in their system, more changes in their DNA, and so forth. So December's month was supposed to be very transformative for everyone. And those abilities and those light codes, for better lack of words, will stay dormant in some people's cells until they become aligned and more awakened to bring them on board. And then everybody eventually in this new age of Aquarius will be acting from the gifts of the spirit while living on this earth. So you can only imagine this, and we're walking into unity consciousness. So how beautiful of a love and a supportive community we are walking into as each of one of us come online with these beautiful gifts that this has never happened before. They said this has never ever happened before. So with that being said, I want to thank you for trusting me. I'm learning along with you guys, but I've been able for the last 8 years to uh, acclimate this energy as I'm noticing and watching these amazing things happen and stepping away from my logical mind and stepping into the wonder and mystery that there's something greater out there than we need to really figure out with our head. And now we're moving into this heart-centered oneness, unity consciousness era, the age of Aquarius, where we will all work together as one, and the selfish gains will not be supported in this evolutionary shift. So I have had the privilege of slowly assimilating to this knowledge. If this is new to you and this is blowing your mind or you think it's too much, just ask for what you're supposed to know right now. Because I think I had said in my other videos, when I first, about 8 years ago, started to wake up, it came all at once and it was too much for my psyche to handle. And I know recently I've been working with online clients, teaching them intuition. And one of them had said that it's too much information at once and it made her feel overwhelmed. And I said, just back off and ask. So we're in the age of asking because we're so connected now to spirit and the heavenly realm. Ask for help. So she did, and she felt much better after just assimilating the information and the energy. So it's going to come through to all of us in these big blasts of information. It's going to be a mass awakening. It's like everything you ever knew is going to be blown apart in a good way, because we are coming into more conscious awareness of what is really out there and more expansive knowledge and thinking. And for me personally, this has been mind blowing the last week or so, a couple of weeks, as I've been doing these messages. I am coming into all this knowledge and knowing, and even working with my clients, like I can see into their blood vessels and their veins. Now, before I could always energetically read and get messages, but now I actually can see. And so these gifts will be used however you want as they open up to you. And you'll see that later in the message. We all get to decide how we want to use these gifts as we move forward in this new time of expansion and awareness. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hop up my script and read it to you. All right, so this one came, it was so neat. So as I'm sitting in my meditation, I feel this immense, powerful energy. And it was the archangels and Jesus and Sophia all together just came in this massive energy. And I just sat there and just took it in for a while. And I had to assimilate with it for about 15 minutes till I could actually start receiving messages. So this is a powerful message, and it says, "Good morning, dear one. Today we have new news. Today is the day when all will be destroyed who were of the dark forces. What we mean by this is that the light has officially won. A tipping point has been crossed as more souls have awakened. We are here. We no longer need to go through the Kali Yuga stage. We are now in the age of Aquarius. December 9th of your calendar year of 2025 will be marked as the turning point for humanity. More will find lightness in their step. Their ways will feel bright, and their needs for earthly materials, food, and other commodities will take a great turn, as what they need will come easily to their doorsteps. They will find that what they think instantly materializes. They will find that their needs for earthly food changes as their bodies become more crystalline in nature. They will receive nutrients from the sun. They will live off the land. They will heal through nature. They will set up different capacities to work within this new evolution, for this will be new. Some will choose to eat, and some will choose to live off the light. Some will walk with human legs, while some will bilocate to travel. Some will soar into the heavens to visit their heavenly brothers and sisters, and some will simply know that we are always with them. Each soul that is awake and awakening at this time will decide how they want to use their gifts of spirit. As they become more accustomed to these gifts, they will feel more comfortable. It will be as though they have forgotten what they once were, and they will install within their new DNA a new way of living. This is the grand awakening of heaven meeting earth. Although it has been long awaited, it has never been done quite like this before. This grand experiment has been anticipated for ages, and we are excited to see how humanity navigates through this. As each soul evolves, each person on earth who is left after the great rift will realize they can connect beyond limitations. They will no longer remember what it was like to be limited, to think small, or to believe that they were the only ones in the universe. As of today, those who have been awakened to be the way showers will realize their place not only amongst their cosmic brothers and sisters, but also among their divine brothers and sisters in heaven. For as of today, we are here. We are here. We are here to show the way into the greatest evolution of soul, coming into perfect alignment with human and divine. Nowhere has this ever taken place. So stay in the wonder and mystery of life as you traverse these great waters of change. You ask how to navigate these waters of change and newness, and we say, ask for help. Ask open-ended questions, leaving the universe plenty of room to co-create with you. You will no longer feel alone. You will no longer feel that your heavenly creator is not with you. For as of today, those who are awake will walk in the knowing that the earth and the heavens are finally fully united. Now for the logistics. Your first priority is to stay grounded and humbled in heart. Do not waver from the heart, for the head is only to create what the heart desires. When the heart aligns with global love and service for all, manifestation will happen in an accelerated way. Your heart has been redesigned to hold a greater light capacity, allowing for easier connection to source. Your mind has been calmed, allowing life to progress forward instead of reliving the past has been completely wiped clean as this new era is upon you today. Today, today, today. Walk worthy of this gift, for many will be watching and learning from those who are aligned in spirit and in earthly form right now. And so I love that because, again, they keep saying today, December 9th. Now, remember, I had said earlier, they said that the month of December, everyone will be getting these light codes of information into their body and awakening their 13th strand DNA, which is more their connection to spirituality and oneness. And so that one has been laying dormant. So now it's coming alive. So you'll find you'll have more knowledge, more information, more ability to heal, more, they said, to bilocate and to visit the heavens. Or so all of this is so new to us. We have never been here. So that's why you have to walk in the wonder and mystery of life. Let's go back and just kind of revisit some stuff and walk through this very beautiful message for December 9th, 2025. All right, so we are going to look at it again. So again, they start off with today, we have news. Today is when all will be destroyed who were of the dark forces. And they always, because they'll hear me question, like, huh, what does that mean? Like, what? Do we want to have any more darkness in the world? And then she says, what we mean by this is that the light has officially won. A tipping point has been crossed as more souls have awakened. We are here. We no longer need to go through the Kali Yuga stage, which is the stage we're leaving, and we are now into the age of Aquarius. And so, again, it was a tipping point. So, I know years ago I did a video on when the percentage that needs to happen in order to make a tipping point for humanity to move forward. Well, today is the day we've reached that tipping point where the light has won, officially won. So, December 9th of your calendar year will be marked as the turning point for humanity. So, those who are awake, so those who have been on this journey, it has been a long journey of awakening. But for all of you who haven't been on this journey or you're new to this journey, it's going to happen in an accelerated way, is what they're saying. But for those who have been slowly opening up and walking into this new way of being, they will be the way showers. It doesn't mean they're better. It doesn't mean, wow, they got it and I missed out or what. It doesn't mean any of that. It's like they'll be the teachers. As everyone starts to awaken, we will need to know how to do this life. Now, we need to know, like, what does this mean to walk in newness? How do you leave your past? How do you forgive those who hurt you? How do you get out of that difficult relationship, that abusive relationship? Like, all those things are still very real, but there's more accelerated energy now because the light has won. So you'll find an ease, you will find your way through problems and solutions more quickly because there's more energy, more divine energy here to support us in this evolution. So they said later on, ask. So we are going to ask all the time, like, how good can this get and help me? So they go on to say, you'll find your need for earthly food changing as their bodies become more crystalline in nature. They will receive nutrients from the sun and they will live off the land. They will heal through nature and they will set up different capacities to work within this new evolution, for this all will be new. So it's really fascinating because I just did a video on what to eat, and even my food choices are changing now, even as today. I'm finding that I don't even want animal products right now. It's really interesting. It's like I don't want any of I was never on medicine, but I was on bioidentical hormones. I don't want those anymore. My body doesn't want those anymore. I find that I need to go out into nature and put my feet on the ground and put sunlight in my eyes for healing. Like, it's really interesting. It's like my body just knows what to do and my spirit is willing and is guiding me. And of course, I've got all this heavenly help as you all do too. So I always ask, hey, how does today look? Hey, how, help me navigate through today. How good can it get? And so I just got off of about a 4 or 5 day of really severe sinus blockage. And yet I intuitively knew that was my body's way of clearing out the old debris in the cells. And I intuitively asked, like, so what does that mean, the sinus? I thought the sinuses were filtering the air that you breathe and any pollutants in the air. But they said, no, it's also for your internal body because the mucus then contains the allergens or the toxins, and then it goes into your digestive system and out your body. And not to sound weird, but my body has completely changed. I feel like my skin is changing. Issues that were on my skin that I was going to go to the dermatologist for are disappearing. Weirdly, my teeth are realigning because I have these. I did Smile Direct, which is it's like a over the counter online retainer system where for a year I wore these retainers to get my teeth aligned, and I got lazy once my teeth are aligned and my teeth went crooked again and I couldn't fit into my retainers, the ones that I worked my way up to finally getting these straight teeth. And today I felt like my teeth were straighter. And so I grabbed my old retainers that were from when my teeth were aligned perfectly and they fit. Like it's the most bizarre thing. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. My skin is softer. My gray and my hair is starting to go. Like, I don't know. How good can it get? Like, I don't know. I don't understand it myself either. But those who are fully awake now will be the way showers. So you will watch those who've been walking this path and you'll say, I want that. And this is for everyone. But of course, like in anything, we need people to show us the way because this is unusual. We have never been here before. I have never experienced this. I feel lighter in my step. I feel that everything's changing. I feel like I have this knowing that all is going to be okay no matter what happens in life. And so it's really fascinating place to be instead of me always worrying about, oh, do they like me? Are people mad at me? Or am I too different for everyone? Or I've got these abilities that no one else can understand. And so I've always felt so different. But now we're all going to walk into this. So I'm sure that most of you who are even watching my channel by now have felt changes and or you have been on this path for a long time and you're noticing changes. And so anyways, it's super cool. I'm really excited and just so thrilled for all of us as we are brave enough to walk away from the old narrative. Personally, I was done with that. I am so done with that. It even now feels almost like a dream to me. It's leaving more and more. And I believe by the end of December, I will be like, I don't even know what it was like to be so worked up about what people thought of me or anything like that, because I think every time any of us walk into our full truth of who we are, it encourages others to. And that's what the angels and Sophia have said through these channeled messages. So it says that they will receive nutrients from the sun, they will live off the land, they will heal in nature and find different capacities to work in this new evolution. So everything's going to be of the heart. So some will choose to eat and some will choose to live off the light. Some will walk with human legs while others will bilocate to travel. Some will soar into the heavens to visit their heavenly brothers and sisters, and some will simply know that we are always with them. So again, you get to choose. You get to choose how you want to navigate these new gifts. And I'm sure as you get used to them, it's like driving. They told me in a channel message the other day, it's like driving a new car. You don't know how to use the gas pedal. The steering wheel turns really quickly, or this goes on and it shows you how to get to your navigated spot easily, or the car talks to you, or whatever it is. This is what we're in. We're driving a new vehicle. This has become a new vehicle. Be open to it. Like, do you want change? Do you want to be able, as they've been saying through these messages, choose your age, choose your career? What do you want to do? Not what do you have to do? Like, these are things we are moving into. And some of you can't even wrap your head around it. I was there. So now I'm like, I think I was there. I feel so solid in this timeline now. So I believe that that's what's going to happen to all of us. And as they said in my last video a couple days ago, millions in December will awake. will have awakened to these gifts. And so that's really cool. I have another great message that came this morning as well about that very thing. So, so each soul that is awake and awakening at this time will decide how they want to use their gifts. And that's what we were just talking about. And as they become more accustomed to these gifts, they will feel more comfortable. So again, I kind of jumped ahead with my description and explanation, but yes, that's exactly what the angels were saying. And it will be as though you forgot how you once were, as your new DNA finds a new way of living. So we are upgraded. We don't need to be in that Kali Yuga stage anymore. Today is the day where it was the turning point, is what Sophia and the archangels were saying, and Jesus. This is the grand awakening of heaven meeting earth. Although it has been long awaited, it has never been done quite like this. A grand experiment that has been anticipated for ages, and they are excited to see how we navigate through this. And as each soul progresses, each person on earth who is left after the Great Rift, I even asked that question today. I was like, okay, so if we are at the turning point and light has won, do we still need to go through the Great Rift? And they said yes, because this will bring forth unity consciousness. This will bring forth everyone working together. And this will rid the land of that selfish energy and will bring forth the new way of being, which is community, collaboration, and love for each other. And so, unfortunately, but fortunately, we've decided as a collective that we are going to keep progressing forward with the rift. They will no longer remember what it was like to think limited, to think small, or to believe that they were only ones in the universe. Again, in my December forecast, they talked about how in December, on December 18th and 19th, we will be some of us will be getting downloads of new information from the galactic family above, and or in other star systems about ways to progress our humanity forward and ways to solve the pollution problems and the food problems, and all that stuff is going to be starting to download into people. And some will actually hear consciously from ETs, and some will maybe even see them. I'm not quite sure, but that's what they said, that this is the time where we'll be getting more information, more downloads on how to progress into this new age of Aquarius. And now we're moving into this heart-centered oneness, unity consciousness era, the age of Aquarius, where we will all work together as one, and the selfish gains will not be supported in this evolutionary shift. So I have had the privilege of slowly assimilating to this knowledge. If this is new to you and this is blowing your mind, or you think it's too much, just ask for what you're supposed to know right now. Because I think I had said in my other videos, when I first, about 8 years ago, first started to wake up, it came all at once, and it was too much for my psyche to handle. And I know recently I've been working with online clients, teaching them intuition. As of today, those who have been awakened to be the way showers will realize that their place not only among their cosmic brothers and sisters, but also amongst their divine brothers and sisters. For as of today, December 9th, 2025, we are here to show the way into the greatest evolution of soul that humanity has ever known. And again, they say it's never taken place before. So how do you get here? And that's what I asked them. I said, how do you navigate this and stay in the wonder and mystery of life? Ask, how good can it get? And as you navigate these new waters, ask for help. Ask open-ended questions. Leave the universe plenty of room to co-create with you. So it's really fascinating. For the longest time, for about 7.5 years, I would do my morning prayer. This is your life, not mine. Use me for love and healing of the world. And in the last month, I feel like they keep saying, no, this is your life too. So now I say, this is your life and mine. Together, show me how to bring love and healing to the world. And so it's interesting in today's channeling, that they're saying, hey, leave plenty of room to co-create. We'll co-create with you through this new reality and navigation of how to get into this new age of Aquarius. And you will no longer feel alone. You will always feel that your heavenly creator, source, God, higher self, the universe, like, I now understand why in my book, when I wrote it, they had me write all different names for what we've always known as God or Yahweh, is because this new age of awakening is leaving the old constructs of religion behind. We're leaving the limitations of religion behind. And so a lot of people have been hurt by religion. A lot of people have been helped by religion. So please, I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying there's been woundedness. And so you will find what you want to call your heavenly father, creator, source, intelligence, pure love, anything like that. Like, for it is, you will be so one with your heavenly father, creator, that you'll just know. It won't be this, I was wounded, because those wounds will start to heal in this new age of Aquarius, and you will walk strongly with the heavens as you live on earth. Okay, so now for the logistics. Your first priority is to stay grounded and humbled in heart. Do not waver from the heart, for the head is only to create what the heart desires. So your head isn't going to be going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, how do I solve this problem? They're saying, no, stay grounded and humbled in heart. Do not waver from the heart. What does my heart want? So, yeah, what does your heart want? Start to dream, start to desire. And if it is for global good, then it will have accelerated energy to it. Your heart has been redesigned to hold a greater light capacity, allowing for easier connection to source. And your mind has been calmed, out, allowing to life to progress forward instead of living the past. This is all going to come to all of us. This calmness, this knowing. Please stay patient. Please stay on course. Do not worry. Do not stress. You haven't lost out. This isn't rubbish. This is an evolutionary shift. We are always in an evolutionary growth. We never stay the same. Change is one thing you can always count on. We are in a new age as of today. So they say again, today, today, today. Walk worthy of this gift, for many will be watching and learning from those who are aligned in spirit and in earthly form right now. And so it's so sweet, because this has been a big, it has been a big privilege and honor for me to do this. I have had to literally walk away from everything that I ever knew of who I was and walk into this grand calling to deliver these messages. I know other people have done it. I remember, watching them on YouTube and learning so much from them and thinking, holy cow, they had to leave everything in order to be so brave, to not worry about what other people think of them, in order to bring this message forward. And now I feel I get to step in those shoes and relieve some of the burden that those who have been carrying us. And I want to say thank you to everyone who I have learned from. The numbers have been endless, books and people who have walked this path very bravely and very self-assuredly. And I have learned so much that now it's my turn, and it will soon be your turn. And we will keep, it's like the light, like you light your light, you give it to someone else, they light their light, they give it. And that is how we will make this change happen. And it's so beautiful. So my friend Leslie called me today, and she just said, I'm with you. I know that you've had to walk away from so much. She has been with me, as many of my friends have, through this whole journey of awakening and walking into my calling as a spiritual guide for helping people heal physically, emotionally. And she just says, this must feel so grand and so almost too much of a burden. And my kids even said that, Mom, this feels like it could be a burden. And I'm not looking at it like that at all. I am weirdly, for me to say this, I'm weirdly getting beyond worrying about what people think, because I know this is the truth and this is where we're going. And I know that we create our own reality with our thoughts and our minds, which is going to be in the next video I do. And I know you guys have heard it before, but like to keep hearing it and then hearing it with the frequency of Sophia coming through, because they promised me that these channeled messages would have a frequency that would help awaken each soul as they hear it. So, one by one, all of us are going to be like, I don't want to stay there anymore and walk into this unity consciousness of pure love. So Leslie and I were talking. She's like, I feel so much love surrounding me. And I said, think of it, Les, like if we're all one, and every time someone awakes and comes into this oneness with more love instead of judging each other, then we come together more as a whole and we can move forward more mightily and greatly. I said, I see it in my own practice with someone's body. And someone's body, if they sit there and they talk bad about it and they tell it it's ugly or it's fat or it's never going to heal, or they align themselves to the disease or the illness, then the body just gets that information and it feels stuck. But as you thank the body and as you align it to your divine blueprint and ask for your creator to come in and work the magic and start to evolve you into who you were supposed to be, that what I've seen is the cells of the body start to regenerate. And I do believe that the Mayo Clinic and Harvard have now come out with studies that talking to your body and being positive is more powerful than prescription medicine. So it's so cool when big institutions like that come alongside this work and I'm going to stop this and support this evolutionary change. And so, wow, I mean, what a great time we're in. And thank you so much for walking alongside with me. I am feeling very, very honored and blessed to be the delivery system and the messenger for this and this grand awakening of soul coming in your perfect divine blueprint while living on earth. Thank you and have a great day.